Hey everybody, Blue bringing you one more deck profile from Battle City. This is, as sad as we hate to see her go, Mai. Now, Mai was one of the first decks that we had built way back when, before we had the channel structured the way it is now, where we release stuff in waves based on seasons within a series. But the deck had gone under construction not too long ago, because our original Mai deck comprised cards from the Duelist Kingdom deck, some of her stuff from Waking the Dragon story arc, and focusing around Battle City. Now, we realized that over time we wanted something more specific to Battle City, so we completely rebuilt the deck to incorporate a strong Battle City focus. We did recently finish up building decks from Duelist Kingdom. Our second wave did include Mai's Duelist Kingdom deck, and I do assure you, Delta and I do plan to release at some point in the future as a standalone deck and not part of a wave, Mai's deck from Waking the Dragons, because they have recently printed a new card for it, and we've already built the Waking the Dragons decks that can otherwise be built, so it'll come at some point as a standalone deck. But going through, Battle City Mai featured Dunamis Dark Witch as her one of her strongest monsters, and it was interesting that she did incorporate monsters that were not Harpy and not Amazonas. Again, it's really just Dunamis Dark Witch, which is a nice change up considering her Duelist Kingdom deck featured Dark Witch. So you could maybe make an argument that she took that kind of monster and she just brought it up another level to not monster level, but to a more versatile one for Battle City, which is awesome that it got reprinted ultra rare, by the way. So 3 of her classic Harpy Lady, 3 of Amazon's Chainmaster, Amazon's Fighter. Now, we don't have any of the newer copies, apparently. Not that really matters, but the card has since been changed to 1500 attack, as opposed to the originally printed 1300. Some kind of mistake that they had a while ago. Not like it matters. We obviously play with the current attack stat, but fun fact. It's not quite often that they change the attack stat of a monster or defense stat. Usually it's just like an effect that they change because it was printed on, illegible the first time, or just too OP. Amazon Swordswoman, which already had that 1500 attack. 3 Cyber Harpy Lady, always a nice touch to my deck. And the errata sticker there is just so that you can use 3 of this and 3 Harpy Lady in the deck. There's not a name conflict. So I guess it would be that this card's name is treated as Harpy Lady, but on the field, not in the deck. We do this with the Mai cards just so that she can get more out of it. We do the same thing with Umi, or really a Legendary Ocean, that it doesn't count as Umi. We completely understand why these cards are like this in the actual card game, but for us, for the character decks, they help fluff up characters' decks more by giving them more monsters without venturing too far out into, cards that Delta and I throw in that resemble the character's cards, but were not actually the character's own cards. So, 2 Harpy Lady Sisters, so, 2, didn't want to go 3. And last monster is the Unfriendly Amazon, her strongest monster via attack points on the deck overall. Her spell lineup starts off with 3 Amazon Spellcasters, and then going through the spells, 2 Elegant Egotists, so it matches right to Harpy Lady Sisters. Again, Mai's deck is much more focused on the Amazon monsters, but we still wanted to make sure that there was, a fair amount of the Harpy engine there as well. 2 Graceful Charity, the ever useful card. Harpy's Feather Duster, and then Monster Reborn round out her spell cards. So, again, that Harpy's Feather Duster can really make a humongous difference in the game, being one of the more powerful cards in the game. Or at least in the, before anything got errata or banned. Trap lineup consists of 3 Amazon's archers, 3 dramatic rescue. So her Battle City deck was very much focused on the Amazon sponsors, and they do come with quite a few tricks for support and especially defense. Now the next card was a card we had reluctantly from it being seen as set, but it is Gravity Bind, and it is a terrible card because it completely slows down duels in decks that can't get around it. Even Mai's own deck, this one, doesn't really have much way around it because she doesn't have any kind of way to remove it, and she doesn't have monsters that can go under it. So it's really a desperate last attempt to save yourself, and perhaps you can, maneuver around your opponent some other way. But overall, as a card, we very reluctantly play it because it brings games to halts. Unlike Rebecca's deck, which has it and has ways around it because that's her strategy. The last card is Mirror Wall. Classic Mai Mirror Wall that she's had since Duel's Kingdom. So it was nice to see that, again, some of her stuff did return for Battle City, and then some of the stuff she got new versions of. So Mai's Battle City deck is, again, really focusing on the cards that she played in Battle City, and we have or are working on decks that include her cards from the other story arcs. So we will get to see more of the cards that Mai did use across multiple seasons, because she's used some really amazing cards, be it from Harpy archetype or Amazon's archetype. So definitely stay tuned for more from Mai down the road, and stay tuned for more Battle City immediately down the road. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys.